Hello everybody, this is El St. John coming to you one more time from sunny Southern California. A windy day in the Southland today. Along with me, my son Ben.
Hello!
He's actually behind the camera recording this video for me. So today we want to talk to you about the one secret in manifesting. You gotta feel like it in order to manifest. How do you feel like it, okay? How do you become vibrational? Well, let's take a walk and let's talk. Okay, well, first of all, in a lot of my videos, a lot of my previous videos, I'm sure you've been able to see that I wear this pendant. I love this little pendant, which is actually my favorite one. I have other ones, you know, not very many, but they all have a certain meaning. This one in particular has a very strong meaning. This one reminds me, even though I do put on my shoes on every single day, it reminds me that I must always put my shoes on to walk. There are times when I want to run in life, and if I didn't have my shoes on, I would be running and maybe walking and hurting my feet. Okay, because there's always something on the floor, something that'll come up, and a lot of times the walk of life is as such. Okay, you're walking, you're running, and all of a sudden you fall into something or you step on something. And if you don't have your shoes on the right way, you're easily injured. So very important. That's why in most of my videos you'll see this pin, which I try to wear it as much as I possibly can, to remind me, okay, on a daily basis that my shoes have to be on the right way so that I can keep walking life. Such is the situation sometimes, you know, whatever it is that we are going through, whether it's a tough situation, a love situation, a financial situation, where we feel that we just can't seem to walk away from it. You know, we're in that problem, we're in that circumstance. So when we have our shoes on the right way, okay, we can walk. And our vibration, I see it, I strongly believe, is the one protecting us. At what level are you vibrating? Okay, if you're vibrating at a positive level, then you have nothing to fear, because you know that whatever it is that you want to manifest is here, and you see it here. You feel that sensation of, I've got it. Remember, in order to manifest whoever it is that you want back into your life, or whatever it is, it could be money, it could be a new car. I've given those examples at all times, you know, many times. And whoever you want to manifest, or whatever it is that you want to manifest back into your life, you must be at that vibrational stage. Okay? If you're in a negative stage, that's exactly what you're going to get back. You know, remember, negativity gives you more of. If you're clinging on to somebody and that somebody is just running away, but believe me, you can't blame that person. If you're clinging on to that person the wrong way, you know, desperately wanting money or desperately wanting that person's going to run away farther. I know that if somebody is chasing me that way, I don't want to be near that person. So think about it. But on the other side of the coin, if you truly love that person and you truly want that person back, okay, you start vibrating. You put your shoes on. You start walking at the right pace, okay, and you begin to vibrate. And vibration in the right channel equals manifestation. number of times I've seen and read many of the Abraham Hicks books, where Esther Hicks and Abraham Hicks give that example of, if you want to see channel 8, but then you're on channel 6, then you're on the wrong frequency, okay? So such is the case. You know, if you are really wanting this person desperately, desperation will only push that person or that financial account even lower. Or if it's a person, you're just pushing that person further and further away from you because you're in a desperate state of being, okay? Desperation only brings more desperation. And from there you start crying, and from there you keep questioning yourself, and you keep telling the story that, oh, you know, he left me or she left me, or why is it, you know, I treated her with all my heart, I treated him with the best that I have myself, and look how he pays me. Stop that. No more complaining. No more complaining, because complaining about complaining, said Jerry Hicks, is complaining. And it is. We learn it the hard way. So stop that right away and start telling yourself and telling others, you know, how important it is to be on the right vibration. And when you start telling a different story, a positive story, okay, that's when you start attracting whatever it is that you want. You know, a better bank account with higher, beautiful numbers, you know, a more positive, loved person. Remember that when you become positive from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet, and you become positive by vibrating at a positive note and doing positive affirmations, speaking that whatever it is that you want, okay, instead of whatever it is that you're lacking. When that comes about, that's when you start to become more attractive, not just to that person you want to attract, or not just to that bank account you so much want with good, beautiful, pretty numbers, but you start to become attractive overall in everything, okay? So you gotta feel it, you gotta speak like it, you gotta walk like it, you gotta put on your shoes, okay? And walk with that assurance, with that faith, with that vibration inside of you and outside of you, okay? And that's when you start seeing your manifestations just get closer and closer to you. So keep that in mind. Put on your shoes and walk at the right pace, okay? At the pace where you're not going to fall, at the pace where all is possible. Walk like it, think like it, act like it, speak like it, as if you already have whatever it is that you wish to manifest. Okay? Keep that in mind. Put on your shoes and walk and walk. From a beautiful place here in sunny Southern California, today a bit windy, but beautiful indeed. Blessings and namaste.